In this video I'm going to show you in RobotFramework how to open a web with very simple variables. So first of all I'm going to create the new RobotFramework file. Name will be, for example, open Google test site. So we don't need this, don't we need as well. So we have settings. First of all, we need to add a library. It will be Selenium library because we are working with the web. Then we need to add variables, what I would like to show you. So when we have variables, I will add the URL. Yes, URL will be Google. Then I would like to add browser. Browser will be Chrome. So why I'm using variables in test case? It's much more easier when you have, for example, test case with more steps. It's better to use variables because you have your test case not so big and not a lot of information is there. And it's better to use, for example, URL, browser, or any other variables because it's much more simple and much more easier to use. So name of this test case will be, for example, Google, and keywords will be open Google. Then we are going to write keyword. So for this keywords open Google, I have to open browser. For that I'm using this URL. Yes, how I told it, much more easier. And browser will be Chrome. So I will write Chrome browser, yes, like variable. Then I would like to maximize my window. Sometimes it's very good at, for example, sleep when you have not so good connections, internet connections, and then we can close browser. Now we have a very simple test case according to open, for example, Google website. Yes, so we added library. It was Selenium library because we are working with web frontend. So then I added variables. I added URL for Google, for example, when we need to open another website, we could add another URL, but it will, for example, 2, and here will be 1. Yes, and here will be, for example, yahoo.com. Yes, but now we are working only with 1, so we don't need this. We don't need this, and it's only one URL and browser. So test case, name of the test case is Google, and in this test case we have one keyword, is open Google. So these keywords we have defined here. It's open Google, it's open browser, URL, browser, URL is Google, browser is Chrome, and the sleep time is 3 seconds, and close browser. Now when I'm going to run this test case, robot open google.robot. It was open and it was closed, yes, and it's the test case was passed.